All right, guys, what is going on today? I'm here with Chase Rasmussen, a personal injury attorney. He's a good friend and he's a good attorney, so today we're going to have him answer a few questions for us. Chase, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, of course, man. Happy to do it.
Yeah. All right, so my first question to you, Chase. When somebody has an accident, when should they call an attorney? Should they wait? Should they see how things roll out before they call? Should they call immediately? Talk to us about that.
So I'm going to come off as biased because I'm an attorney, right?
Yes.
And so I'm going to say call immediately. But here's why. The insurance company will try and use your words against you from the get-go. They will try and stop you from getting what coverage you have available. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients where they have waited and it has either affected what kind of coverage they can get, or it delays things so much more to where we have to file a lawsuit or go through all these other steps that wouldn't have been necessary had they called us from the outset so that we can lay things out properly.
Okay, so you really want to get ahead of it as soon as possible.
It's just like anything in life. If you can, take the bull by the horns from the get-go, you're going to be better off and have things covered better.
Okay. I know a lot of hesitation from people is, well, what if the payout isn't that great and now I have attorney fees, things to that nature? Talk to that a little bit.
So with attorney's fees, almost all personal injury attorneys are going to charge a percentage of what they recover for you. And I can speak for us, the way that we operate is we don't charge a fee for stuff that has to do with the car. Like if your car is a total loss, we'll help facilitate that, but we're not going to charge a fee on that.
Okay.
But then also on the injury claim, we don't charge a fee greater than what the client is going to receive in their pocket. So our objective is always to get the medical bills covered and to get compensation, but it's not at the expense of your case. We're going to get paid for our work, but we want to make sure that the victim of the accident gets what they deserve.
Okay, so no one has to worry about losing money by calling a personal injury attorney?
No, because if you call us and we get involved, again, I'll speak for myself, and I'm sure it's like that for most attorneys, is that we're not going to charge you if we don't recover anything. That's
Okay.
the whole point. And it's the reason personal injury is set up like that is so that anybody can hire an attorney, whether you're poor or whether you're the richest person in the world. Everybody has access to good legal services because it's charging a percentage. But in the end, if we don't get a recovery at the end, you don't owe us anything.
Okay, that's good to know.
So I want to talk about a couple examples though
Yes.
of people who I wish they would have called me from the outset because it would have resolved cases so much easier.
Okay.
One of which was a family member who shall remain nameless, but wanted to try and handle it themselves because they figured it was a case that wasn't that bad. It was a rear end accident on the freeway. And they were making a claim against their own insurance because it was uninsured.
Okay.
The person who had hit them was an uninsured vehicle. They went through the treatment, and when they presented a demand to the insurance company of their own said, hey, what are your total medical bills, or what did you pay out of pocket? And this family member said $1,200, and so they made an offer of $2,500. And just to be safe, he called me up and he said, hey, is this a decent offer? And I asked him, said, well, what are your medical bills? He said, oh, it's $1,200. I said, no, that's what you paid out of pocket, right? He said, yeah, but those are my medical bills. I said, no. Your medical bills that you get to submit for your demand is not what you paid out of your pocket. In Arizona, it's what the total charges are.
Okay.
And so we collected his medical insurance or his medical records and bills and looked at it, and he actually had $7,000. And so the offer that the insurance company was getting wasn't even for the total medical bills. And so because of that, and because it was a uninsured claim, we were able to go after the insurance company for bad faith, because those are things that your insurance company owes you. It's a higher duty of care. And this insurance company decided they were going to just pull a fast one, not realizing that this person had a family member who's a personal injury attorney.
Yep.
So I could talk to him, and we were able to get involved and show the insurance company that they had screwed up, that they were being dishonest with my family member, and ended up getting 10 times more than what it was worth.
That's awesome. So, yeah, if he would have just went it alone and never called anybody, he would have no idea there was much more money that was available to
Right,
him.
and that's the thing. It's not about like gaming the system or anything like that. What's happening is that the insurance company is taking advantage of somebody who doesn't know what their rights are. Okay, in Arizona, it's what your total medical charges are. If you have health insurance that is paying for some of it, Arizona law doesn't punish people for taking care of themselves of having health insurance. So the way Arizona law is set up is you get to claim your total medical charges, not what you paid out of pocket, not what health insurance paid. It's what your total medical charges. But the insurance company will try and avoid that because then that's that much less money that they have to pay out. So it's not about being greedy, it's about enforcing what the law says. And these insurance companies, even your own insurance company, will try and avoid paying that if they can.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that's a good personal story.
Yeah.
Tell us another one.
So another one is an example of trying to get it resolved from the outset. I had a person call me that he was involved in the accident nearly, I think it's about a year ago now, and all he did was go to the hospital. He was involved, it was a bad accident, but he went to the hospital, got checked out, and thankfully he didn't need any other treatment. But the hospital bill was like $60,000. So because it was a nasty accident, they had to do a bunch of scans. Again, thankfully he's doing all right. But the insurance company now for the at-fault vehicle is delaying and saying that they need to get health insurance information, or they need to have him sign releases to get his medical records and things like that. And now that the case is over a year old, he still doesn't know what's going on. He's being, kind of running around. And so he finally called us, and within a week, we're able to get all of his medical records and bills, submit a demand, contact his insurance to see if he has medical payments coverage or anything like that. And now the other insurance company for the at-fault vehicle has stopped calling him, has stopped bugging him, because then they call us directly. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get this case resolved by the end of the month. And so he called us. We will have it done, hopefully within a month. Whereas he's been dealing with this for a year and is getting nowhere and has been frustrated.
Okay.
It's one of the things I try and tell clients is one of the parts of our service is not only getting a settlement for you, but is taking away the communication or the phone calls and stuff with the insurance company. You've got so many other things to do. You've got kids and work and your treatment that you're getting that you got to worry about. That's one of the services that I always like to tell clients about is when you get in an accident, call an attorney and let them handle all that part. Move on with your life, worry about getting the medical care you need, and let the insurance company, or let the attorney call the insurance company, give the statements that are necessary, provide the records that are necessary, so you don't have to deal with that. Because trying to do it alone, you don't understand what things are necessary and what things aren't, where we know what is,
right,
and we'll take care of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost like if you don't call an attorney, well, you better know how to be an attorney
and
deal with the insurance companies.
Exactly. It's like with you, I call you for my insurance because I know that you know what kind of coverage I need or what's a good deal and what's not. It's the same thing with the attorneys is we know how to enforce the laws, what kind of coverage you should be getting and what kind of compensation you should be getting. Instead of you having to figure it out all by yourself, that's
and then wonder if you got enough at the end.
Exactly. And I tell my clients so many times that yes, we charge a percentage of what your recovery is, but I am 100% confident that the compensation that you get after you resolve your case and our percentage comes out will be so much more than what you would have gotten on your own, because we're able to make sure that the insurance companies are honest and pay you what the full charges are, like my family member, of what the total medical bills are and things like that, or getting any other coverage that may be available.
Yeah.
And so I feel so confident that we'll be able to get you more, and you'll be able to just leave behind all of the worry of talking to insurance companies and how complicated that can be.
Okay. Awesome. That's great information. So, long story short, when should you call an attorney after a car accident? Well, right away.
Right away. Okay. Right away.
Awesome. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate it.
No problem.